stunning the rally fraternity with the 4th quickest time on the stage. Kenneth Ericsson's disappointment about being first car on the road on Friday was eased with a win over Subaru's Toshi Arai. Fast Freddie Loix had the honour of giving Mitsubishi's New World Rally car its first outing on dirt, but Loix lost his duel with Didier Auriol, the Frenchman going half a second faster than everyone else.
Didier from outside the car, that looked so smooth and so fast. How did it feel?
I don't know if the car was a driver.
Auriol's countrymen Gilles Benizzi and Francois Delacour were next to go head-to-head, but both failed to beat his time, Delacour third fastest. Then Harry Rovanpera and Peter Solberg went at it. This contest was so evenly matched, it almost produced a photo finish.
Well, they're side by side. There's not going to be anything in this. In fact, I've got to suggest that there's been a bit of a mistake there by Peter. And in fact, now as they go to the line, I think Solberg's going to get up. It'll be back and left.
Solberg by a nose.
Marcus Gronholm and Alistair McRae elected to play it safe. Gronholm easing into 6th on the timesheets.
It was good. It's not a problem. I mean, it's some tenths only. Tomorrow the rally starts.
Carlos Sainz seemed determined to make his 150th championship start a special one. The Spaniard equalled Auriol's fastest time and blew Tommy Mäkinen away.
And it is, as I predicted, a nice victory to Carlos Sainz. Tommy, a little conservative tonight.
Carlos, fastest time in the rally, that'll do.
I don't know. I hope it's going well. Important is tomorrow.
Were you going easy at all, Carlos, or were you flat out?
Flat out.
The final contestants were Colin McRae and Richard Burns. These drivers are clearly focused on winning the championship and not taking out the opening stage. Burns finished 20th, more than 2 seconds behind Auriol.
I lost a bit of time going underneath the bridge. I had to go down the second gear instead of third because there was quite a big ruck coming in and it threw me off a little. But no, apart from that, it was okay.
The first stage down, but only a very, very small fraction of this massive event here in the forests around Perth, the capital of Western Australia. After the break, we will attack those forests for you. Telstra Rally Australia.
Hello, I'm Peter Solberg from Super World Rally Team. You're watching Telstra Australia Rally on Channel 10.
Do you want to go dancing? She'll be my greatest victory.
You don't stand a chance.
Care to make a wager on that?
If I win, then that hot little car of yours is mine.
And if I win?
Happy hunting, Sebastian.
Ciao.
Sarah Michelle, Ryan Reese. In the game of seduction, there's only one rule.
She's really getting you, isn't she?
Never fall in love.
Why can't we be together?
I don't trust myself with you.
8:30 tonight on 10. Cruel Intentions.
You can buy on 15-month interest-free terms. No deposit, no repayments until 2003. That's right, nothing till 2003. What a deal. Now's the time to buy electrical, computers and communication, bedding and furniture. 15 months interest-free, no deposit, no repayments until 2003. Minimum purchase $500. Conditions, fees and charges apply. See store for details.
Solo, low on fizz, so you can slam it down fast.
modern streamlined roller shutters keep the heat out in summer, the warmth in winter, the burglars out, the noise off the street, the light from coming in. Yes, modern shutters are the best for all conditions. And this month, get 12 months interest-free and 25% off for 3 or more shutters. That's 25% off and 12 months interest-free. Save, save, save. Ring Moderns now. That's 1311 78.
Modern has the best rollers now.
Right now, Harvey Norman, you can buy on 15 months interest-free terms. No deposit, no repayments until 2003. That's right, nothing till 2003. What a deal. Now's the time to buy electrical, computers and communication, bedding and furniture. 15 months interest-free, no deposit, no repayments until 2003. Minimum purchase $500. Conditions, fees and charges applied. See store for details.
So far we've seen one short, sharp stage out of 21 in Telstra Rally Australia and more than 390 competitive kilometres still to go. Let's hit the forests for the first time.
Day one of Telstra Rally Australia, and it was down to the business of busting dust on those infamous marble surfaces. The first 6 of 9 forest stages of Leg 1 taking the field out of Perth and beyond the usually low-key town of Mundaring. The longest stage, nearly 26 kilometres, the shortest, a 9k sprint over fast-flowing gravel.
As we've explained with the starting order selection, the Hyundai boys have a very difficult task ahead of them. They're first on the road. There's been no one to sweep the roads for them, so they're going to have to go 2 options, flat out or flat out.
I think running first and second in the road is going to be a bit difficult for us, but we can just keep smiling and see what we can do.
Nice in a way to lead the rally, to open the road, but I will pay a heavy penalty for that because of my speed, really. But I had to look optimistic and try my best.
And there'd be others who'd be preoccupied with who was where on the road this morning.
When you are a little bit on the front for the road, because a very fast driver are just behind me, so it must be not very easy today, but we have need to try and to push hard.
Maybe try to get a couple of places up, just maximum, I think. Yeah, I think it will be difficult to go any further.
Nothing special, no change this. It's a nice fast stage.
Drive like hell, go very, very fast. That's it. Just concentrate and there's no choice what to do.
9 on the road, it should be okay. No, let's see how much faster they are when they are coming on position 14, but I don't think it will be a big gap.
Indeed, for Gronholm, starting 9th was no hindrance. The Finn flying into the first forest stage to go 5 seconds harder than Colin McRae. Gronholm and teammate Harry Rovanpera, the Peugeot bookends to McRae's Ford. Richard Burns' Subaru and Carlos Sainz taking a little more time adjusting to slide in the ride. And as for Kenneth Eriksson, as the official #1 gravel sweeper, he'd be a whopping 40 seconds slower than Gronholm.
This stage was very difficult because so much loose on top. Very difficult. It was the most difficult one to be fast on the road.
Starting car 20 was definitely suiting the style of Australian rally champion Possum Bourne. He'd be the 8th fastest world rally car over the first 24 competitive kilometres, 4 seconds quicker than Subaru's Swedish young gun Peter Solberg. He and Kenneth Eriksson would not have to look too far either for a little homegrown support, as John Smales discovered.
We are in the middle of the outback. You couldn't be more outback than this. And what do you find, guys, from a cold country? Scandinavians come all the way to Australia for Telstra Rally Australia, but their leader is Per Carlson, the man who won the very first Telstra Rally Australia in 1988. Welcome back, Per.
Yes, thank you very much. I'm very glad to be back because the victory in 1988 was really great. And it's fantastic to be back and see.
By the second forest run, the Peugeots were purring. Gronholm and Rovanpera clocking the exact same stage time over 18 kilometres. Part clay, part gravel, part tarmac. But Britain's Richard Burns was finally finding grit, beginning a battle with McRae. The two within tenths of seconds of each other and earning their $1 million paychecks today.
It's been a bit harder than we expected. The temperature's incredible in here. Hard work.
But even with a 5-second lead out front, Marcus Gronholm was hardly comfortable and his toughest critic.
It's not going quite well now. I don't know why. Not really confident. Car is doing a little bit funny tricks, but we don't know.
Tommy Mäkinen was lulling around 7th or 8th, but it wasn't the tyres or the car's handling. He was trying to find a pace note rhythm with stand-in co-driver Timo Häntönen. A drop off the notes mid-stage cost valuable seconds, and then Tommy wanted to see the team doctor.
Tommy, very disappointing.
No, it doesn't work at all. My back is very painful. Last stage we hit was big jumps, and I don't know what we can do. We have to look with our doctor. Can I continue? It's very bad because I had a little bit broken vertebrae before after Corsica's accident, and it's not recovered completely. And this heavy landings on previous stage was a bit too much for the back.
He's having some physio now, and we're going to sort of put a bit more foam to protect his back a little bit more, because it's just the jumps. Every time you go over a jump, it just pulls the muscles and makes it that little bit twinge and that.
Nothing serious though.
No, he's fine.
After the first 4 stages, the Peugeots were still out front, but McRae was now only 6 seconds behind Gronholm. Collin, Burns and Sainz needed the speed to secure a better start advantage tomorrow. So maybe with that in mind, it was on stage 6 that Ford's feisty Spaniard, running 4th outright, ran over a small tree stump. A minor mistake with major damage. He wobbled into time control, clearly not ready to talk it over yet. The missing wheel would see Carlos 90 seconds later than his check-in time.
A very unimpressed Carlos Sainz here as he comes in to regroup. We're just going into the last 3 stages of leg 1. And would you call this 3-wheel drive or what? He's actually made 10 kilometres on 3 wheels. So he definitely won't be happy, A, losing his championship hopes at this stage, and also B, possibly screwing it up for Ford for the manufacturer's championship. You look like you've been fighting bushfires, Carlos.
Yeah, I've been really trying to stop the fire of the car and trying to remove the wheel to come here, because the wheel was on fire all the time, but couldn't fix it. So
when exactly did you strike problems?
In the stage, but finished the stage, no. Okay, we lost a minute and a half, but then in the road section we were on fire many times, so we have to stop.
A frantic 20-minute service would fit a brand new rear suspension to the Ford Focus. Carlos not yet able to shake his Rally Oz hoodoo, but others would not be so lucky. A collision with a tree sidelining the Toyota of Saudi Arabian driver Abdullah Bakashab.
Is that possible now? Will the police let you go on?
Yes, they said if you drive on the left-hand side of the road, yes, it's only 5k now. We try.
But the push would not come to shove for this gallant duo, Bakashab retiring just before Perth peak hour. Back in the forest, Ford's Colin McRae would apply just the right amount of power to steal the lead from Marcus Gronholm, but there'd be only 0.3 of a second between them. Richard Burns a mere second behind in 3rd place. They covered the first 100 competitive Ks of Telstra Rally Australia, but still a long way to run to a podium and just possibly a world championship.
Yes, some of the leading teams fighting just to stay in the rally. If they can do that, there is always hope. Now, there are a lot of factors that keep a team, like, for example, the 4 cars involved with the Peugeot team on the road this weekend, but not the least of which is tyres. Let's take a tour now with Michelin.
At each round of the World Championship, there's intense interest in the battle for the driver's title and, of course, the fight for the manufacturer's crown. But we also pay plenty of attention to the tyre war, the battle between Michelin and their main rally rival, Pirelli. Sadly, there's no world title for tyre suppliers, just the prestige of being a part of a winning combination and the obvious marketing benefits that brings. If a championship was up for grabs, Michelin would have already sewn it up. 8 of this season's 12 winners have been wearing Michelin boots.
Michelin is very important because they have done always good test, and also they have always very good supported team. So I think you not can win or you not can be world champion without good tires.
Michelin brings more than 2,300 tyres from overseas specifically for Rally Oz. From its comprehensive range, there are 3 different types that best suit the WA roads, and 2 compounds to opt for depending on the conditions. Helping the drivers get the cut and compound which works best for them are 14 technicians. Not all internationals, there's a special team of Aussies helping the local crews.
I think just their experience throughout the world and coming here with this particular surface, they do a lot of testing here,
and we had some tyres specifically developed for this event here that we've had with Neil and Ed during the year, and we come here and the cars perform very well.
The logistics of bringing the Michelin family and their product down under is enormous, and keep in mind they do it twice a year. Next season, Rally Australia is the round directly after New Zealand, which alleviates some travel hassles but creates a number of new challenges. One of them, how to pack for two very different types of surfaces.
Trying to find the best solution to all the different parameters you've got. Even in one single rally, there's so many parameters that can come into account, or you've got to take into account anyway when you prepare the tyres to bring out. So that's a vast job.
It's not just the big guns that Michelin cater to, they also service several teams in Group N. Not surprisingly, they built up a strong technical collaboration with several teams and a permanent R&D rally program to help meet the constantly changing needs of vehicle manufacturers and drivers.
The engineers work together, the engineers in the team, the engineers with Michelin. Everybody works together to try and get the best out of the car. It's in their interest as well as ours, so there is quite a lot goes on between Michelin and Hyundai.
We are always looking after good tyres, and we have good tyres now. And it's without a company who is putting a lot of effort in, it's not possible to develop the tyres. So always something new.
Michelin's fairly recent return to Formula One hasn't impacted on its rally program either.
No. Since the decision was taken to come back into Formula One, it's another department added on to the existing competitions department, and the people in rallying are the same people, the same energy, the same motivation, and the same resources to try and get another World Championship title.
Michelin's approach to Rally Australia is no different to any of the rounds this season. Like the crews and car makers, they just want to win. Their focus is giving the teams they support the best chance of victory, and despite the tricky surface, Michelin's record here is impressive. 8 times in the last 11 years, the winning driver here has had Michelin rubber underneath them.
Greg Rust wearing out a few tyres in the process of that story because he covered it from New Zealand to Australia. And incidentally, those two rallies next year will be together on the calendar, which hopefully will make travelling a